Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Well, my name is Jade, and this is The Rant. And today, as you can tell by my very realistic thumbnail, we're going to get real. Are you ready to be real? Man, let's live in the world of reality, because you can't escape it. I'm telling you, you can't escape it. You can try to all you want, but reality is here to stay, and it's always going to slap you in the face like a goddamn walrus with a fish. Right. Hello, I'm Jade, and this is The Rant. And of course, I hope you're doing okay. Laurie, you like that? Everybody, I see you all. I see you. I love you. You're all cool. So let's say hello to all, then we'll get down to the reality, stark reality of things. Laurie's mishmash with all the eyes in the house. The lily pillies. What's going on, Manny? Good to see you. Professor Boomer. Boom. Boom. What? I had a good night's sleep last night. I really needed it. It was a big weekend. Who else do I see in the house? Look at the screen. I'm here. Dave Bobs is here. Sean Chandler's here. G'day. Forrest of the Wolf is here. Jamie, I nearly said, I don't know. Jamie's here. She's real. She's living in the real world. You all living in the real world? You are if you're here, because it's going to get real, very real today. Hugh Caldwell, is this live? It's live, man. It's live. It's real. It's in your house. It's happening. It's not fake, right? It's absolutely not fake. Did I get everybody? Pausing guitars. I missed you. Pausing guitars. Listen to my stupid ochre Aussie voice. Pausing guitars. Imagine having a voice like that. Pausing guitars. All right, I'm in a stupid mood because it's time to get real. And what has inspired this? There's a multitude of things that has inspired this. And let me just check. Has it happened again? I reckon it has. Hey, we'll just double check. See, I get up early in the morning to check things, and not all the time do I remember to check everything. And we'll just make sure we're all good. Everything going out okay? Yeah, everything's okay. We're good. And Leela's here as well. All right, then we put you up on the screen, Leela, so we acknowledge that you exist. You're real. Leela's real. So what's inspired this today? Well, let me start by a few weeks ago. Some shit went down on YouTube where I don't know if it was the water, if it was the moons, if it was the planets or whatever was happening, but there was a whole lot of everybody who streams and does content around this community, and I do know outside of this little small community as well too, there was a feeling of is it all worth it? What's happening? I feel like, yeah, it just felt, and I've been bopped. Thank you, Dave. And I'm glad you enjoyed the community covers show. As you can tell, my voice is gone from yesterday. I'm very squeaky today. No singing for me for a few days because I did 3 streams yesterday. It was 2 hours talking on Patreon and live performance on community covers. And then I sung with Brad, but thank you for the kind bop. That's what we should call them now, super bops. Super bops. I'm calling them super bops from now on. All right. So, yeah, a few weeks ago, everyone was feeling a little bit negative. Gary Harbs was thinking, I'm not going to go out and do play music out in the cold anymore, which I can understand 100% why. And people just feeling like, my show's going out to anybody? Does anybody care? Going on in the world at the moment is so much, I don't know, just uncertainty and just fake shit, and sometimes it feels like, as I guess we can call this as entertainment. Yeah, is this entertainment? I don't know if it's entertainment or not. But doing this kind of thing, your main goal is to entertain, and you're kind of naked. You're exposed in front of everybody, and you can't really hide in front of the camera. It's People see your expressions. They see when you're uncomfortable. They see when you're genuinely happy. They see when you're upset. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that that's a good thing. I think it's really good that we're still able to explore these things. And if I come up one day and do a show and it's very clear that I look shitty, I've had a bad day, and I would finish that stream and go, you know what, that was pretty shitty. But at the same time, I can't hide it, right? You can't fucking hide it. And Hugh Caldwell's always naked, like Brad. If you had them in a room together, you would be like just doodles everywhere, wouldn't you? But no, it's really hard to hide that kind of stuff when you're doing entertainment and every day exposing yourself and keeping on the YouTube for the moment. YouTube is sending us all these mixed signals. They're saying, hey, we want you to be really authentic and we want you to find the thing, your niche, and make content about it and really love what you're doing. But at the same time, we want to invest in all these AI tools, which are all fake and bullshit. And you can just make yourself like doing this and you think, well, hang on, what do you want us to actually do? Do you want me to be AI? Do you want me to be totally fake and nonsense, or do you want me to be real? And you know what? The more I think about it, and the more I think about AI and all this fake bullshit and Sora and all the fake videos we're seeing and all the fake music and the prompting, and why are we fighting it? Why are we fighting it? What's led us to this place for us to go, I'm competing against this shit? Why have we been led to believe that we need to compete against something that's total fucking nonsense, total shit, total make-believe garbage? It's come out of thin air. It's not even fucking real. Why? Have we ever, before this time in our reality, thought, you know what, the Easter Bunny, I'm going to take it up with the Easter Bunny, and I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight the Easter Bunny. That's it. I've had enough. And because it's ridiculous. You're fighting against something that doesn't fucking really exist. That's it. That's the fucking harsh reality of it. The being real is enough. Right? And people who are going to listen to the things you make or the things you create, well, they're going to listen to you because they exist as well too. They're going to have like a connection to it because you are real, right? And yesterday, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the way that entertainment is going, but Netflix yesterday fucking just bought Warner Brothers. What? And it got me thinking, right? Like in an instant, yesterday, Warner Brothers here, Netflix over here. 10 minutes later, Netflix is now Warner Brothers. What? And it feels like these companies are just, I mean, we are going to get to this point, aren't we, where one company just owns everything. That's where we're going, right? That's the reality. That's what this show's about, reality today. And I'm not talking reality TV, because I used to work for a television company with a lot of reality television programs, and I hate to break this to you. And I know, hey, look, some people may not even realize this. So this could be quite devastating for some people. I know most of you are going to be okay with this. Hello to Joe Glenn. But reality TV is utterly scripted, right? To the point, and I'll give you a quick breakdown, right? To the point that if you want to get on a show, we'll say like Big Brother, for an example. If you want to get onto a show like Big Brother, you have to go through at least 3 months of poking and prodding, and you have to go through all these like auditions and stuff. And then once you get through to a set of a higher tier of auditions, then they start doing experiments on you, right? And I know this sounds like really fucking evil, and it is. As somebody who, I'm not going to go into it. Maybe we'll do a whole show and I'll talk about the whole thing. I've been through the thing, right? And got to the very end and almost been on a major reality television show. 3 months of doing this shit, right? And what they do is, they put you through psychological tests, right? They evaluate, they try and find out how to break you, how to fucking break you down and find out what your weaknesses are. And they will sit you in situations where there are mirrored rooms, and they get you to do these fun activities and games where you're like, hey, be a tree and do this. And how would you react to this? And all the while through, there's people watching you to see how to break you. So when you actually do get on the reality show, right, they're the people who are in control, who are the script writers, because that's what it is all written, while people, and I'm using Big Brother here as an example, right? So all these people are in the house, and the script writers go, okay, we know that this person gets really upset when you talk about this, so let's introduce this new thing into the house which will trigger them and get them really upset, and then everybody will hate them, and then the audience will get all riled up and start dialing in, because it's all about how many people vote this person out. That's where the money comes from. It's absolutely manufactured, and it's all psychological. And what happens in the Big Brother house is too, which you don't see, right, in that little Big Brother room when they go in and say, hi, Big Brother, I just want to talk to you. Twice a week, a psychologist comes in and has to sit down with those people to talk to them to see if they're mentally okay, because they don't know what's going on in the outside world, that they're getting all their buttons pressed and they're made to look like an absolute right? And so when the shock of being voted out of the house and then coming out to a world where everybody hates your guts for something as trivial as you didn't put the lid on the Vegemite, it's not reality, right? So this is where reality TV and all this kind of stuff, it's so fucking, the branding is absolute bullshit from the get-go. Man, my voice is toast today. Hello, Mr. Smith. Hello to Studio 6+1. Hello to MJ Cabernis. Hello. If I've missed anyone, you know what these shows are. They're a fucking rant. And of course, Paws and Guitars. Santa Claus is fucking real. He absolutely is. Right? No lid on the Vegemite is pretty evil. I don't know if you know what happens to Vegemite without the lid after a day. It goes very hard. Very hard, and it tastes even worse than what it tastes when it's fresh, and it's not good. But this is the thing. A lot of people don't realize that reality TV show is completely scripted and completely manipulated. And they don't even, because who gives a fuck? Once my least favorite person is voted out of the fucking house, why would I give a shit what happens to them next? Because I hate them. I don't like them. Why do you not like them? Do people ever sit down and think about that while they're watching their TV and watching that shit and going, yeah, get rid of that person, I hate them? It's like, do you really think like what's going on is reality? And because after they leave these shows and stuff, what happens is they've got to go back to real life. And real life is an unforgiving, horrible, harsh place, especially when this kind of stuff is being put onto you. There was a show, right, in the UK called There's Something About Miriam. It's the most disgusting, most fucking vile. This thing is like, it's like eating a fucking dog shit sandwich. It's the worst reality TV show ever. What they did is how sick the people are who made this show, right? And I'm talking for everybody involved who was on the show. Everybody, right? Nobody got left unscathed with this show. They took a transgender woman, they put her in a fucking, on an island in a lovely mansion, and then put on a whole bunch of guys on the island to fight for her love and didn't tell them that she was trans. So they all fought for her love, and then by the end of the fucking show, the last two guys, whoever she picked, then she went, and by the way, I'm a man. It was the most fucking horrendous show that was ever fucking put on television. And guess what happened to her? She tried to kill herself after it, right? And the guys, everybody got mocked. Everybody got fucking destroyed, right? No, but that's what they wanted to say. That's what they told her to say, Leela, right? That's how evil this was. And that's the reality of reality television, right? They want to fucking, they want to use you to fucking create just it's horrible, horrible stuff. Because apparently reality sucks. Is this the message that we're getting from, I don't know, the people who are in control? Pete Johns, what's going on? is this the reality that the powers that be want us to think, that reality sucks? Because, like, here's the thing, you can't, like, stop reality. You just can't turn it off like you can turn off something about fucking shitty Miriam. It is. It's the Stanford prison experiment with cameras. It actually is. Especially things like Big Brother, right? Things like Big Brother. They put people in a house and they just fucking mess with you. It's like they're just putting poison in your food to see how you react to it, right? This is the thing. This is, and that's, again, like the psychology of all of this, of the people watching as well, what this does to people watching this kind of shit is fucking not good. It's not a healthy thing. And the powers that be actually are trying now, like, and this is where we're at with reality, because to take yourself away from reality, and I'm getting back to where we started in a sec. What we used to do to get away from reality was go and watch a movie, right? Or, or play a video game. And this would take you away from, and it was harmless. You'd go in and you pay your whatever. Remember when films cost like $5? Now it's like you go in and you come out and go, fucking hell, I've got a mortgage. All I wanted to do to go and see the new Spider-Man film. And how did we get a mortgage? But it's that bad, right? You go, two people go to the fucking movies to go and see Spider-Man 23, the reenactment of the last Spider-Man, who's the reinvention, the reboot of the other Spider-Man. And you come away going, fuck, all I ate was a fucking box of popcorn. And Jesus Christ, I don't think we can eat this week. But entertainment has got shittier. The enshittification of entertainment, of films. Films are just shit, right? And we can see it. We can see what's going on. And I believe this is from all of these acquisitions that are going on, right? Netflix buys Warner Brothers yesterday. All of these companies just buy. So there's just one parent company and they just don't care. They absolutely don't care what they put out. There's no love anymore. Like, there's still film festivals and all that kind of shit where there's great films being made by independent artists, but nobody wants to go and see a film about, the handicapped guy who finds love in a bookstore. Do they? I would like to see that. I think that's awesome. But it's not exciting. They think that's, their idea is they want to take you away from reality. But there's a darker meaning of why they want to take you away from reality, right? Because if you come back to reality, you're going to see what they're feeding you in reality, in your day-to-day, is shit, right? Just think about it. There's currently a man, right, who's the leader of the world. He's the most thin-skinned human being on this fucking planet. So thin-skinned, right? A fucking football company had to invent a fucking medal to appease this man, right? Hey, this dude's so thin, right? And he believes, right, that prices at the checkout, they haven't gone up at all. And no matter what, you can yell into the void, prices have come down. And if they fucking haven't, have they? Right? Do you know how we know? Because I was going to say open our wallets and have to pay for this shit, but who does that anymore? We pay it at the checkout with our phone, with our money that doesn't exist anymore. It's just numbers on a phone. And we see how much it costs. We're not fucking stupid. We live in reality. You can't fool us, right? We're not idiots. Or maybe some people. We're not trapped in the Big Brother house and we need a psychologist to, hang on a minute. Maybe we are just in a giant Big Brother house. What is going on? But this is the thing, right? This is this world that I see around us being shaped. You can see it happening every day. You go on Facebook now, you scroll through, and there's just endless videos of things that never happened and could never happen, right? Oh my God, look at that video of the woman sitting on the veranda and a fucking grizzly bear just walked up and started licking her face. That's not real. And people are sharing it. People are sharing it like it's real. What happened to us? What the fuck? Is that what they think of us, though? That if they just, this is going to be enough for us to be entertained? This is going to be our entertainment of us just imagining things on like a YouTube short? Hey, imagine me a video of a snake with shoes on walking around through the shopping centre telling us all that prices are going down. Like, you can you can imagine this shit as much as you fucking want. You can say Father Christmas exists, but you're not going to find him in your fucking chimney. That's just the reality. Burns, hello. So what is like the answer? I mean, today I was scrolling through Facebook this morning and look who pops up on my screen. Another amazing artist who I've never heard of. Wow, Lara Vale. Woo! Lara Vale. She sounds good. Let's have a look who Lara Vale is. She's in my Facebook. Up and coming artist. Lara Vale writes from the heart, parts that break, heal, and still hope. Why do all these fucking AI artists all talk about healing? I'm here to heal. I'm going to heal everybody. Why? Why do they all think they've got some kind of fucking magic healing wand? I've gone through illness and I'm here to heal you all. Listen, cunt, you're not fucking real. You're so unreal, you don't even show who the fuck you are. You give us nothing of who you are. You're nothing. You don't even fucking exist. And you're here to tell us that you're going to fucking heal us? That you're going to fucking heal me? You don't even have the fucking decency, right, to tell us what you're healing from. I'll tell you why. Because it's not real. It's not fucking real. You're not sick. You're not dealing with anything. You're just fucking full of shit and you're capitalizing on people who are sick with your bullshit. But I just write lyrics to heal people. I'm going through trauma. The trauma is that you're a cunt. That's what it is, right? And it angers me so much that this stuff, this shit, this slop is like actually affecting people. People who are going through real stuff, real pain, real financial hardship. Because guess what? Again, you can't turn off reality, can you? You can't get up in the morning and just go, today I'm going to be an AI person and I'm going to make fucking music about healing. Yeah, fucking heal fucking arthritis. Yeah? They're real. We're a real fake band, but you're different, right? We know who you are. There's a difference, right? There's a total difference between that. You've been doing this way before it, and we know who you are, Greg, right? We know who you are. We know you make music. We know you actually make music. We know what this is because it's real, because you explain it, and we can actually connect and understand. That's not real. It's fake. It's bullshit. And listen, when something presents to you and you go, hang on, I'm not sure if that's real. Well, guess what? Everything else behind it is fake as well. Everything's crap. It's nonsense, right? So you can sit here and do this. I write from the heart, the parts that break. Her music blends haunting vocals, soft cinematic production, and lyrics that feel like pages from a diary. Influenced by artists like Adele, Lara's songs explore fucking blah, 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 blah. They explore you typing on a fucking keyboard a bunch of fucking words of stuff that you like and a bunch of fucking feelings that you fucking don't really have because you're not real, because you're not fucking decent enough to tell us what you're fucking dealing with. Listen, when somebody's got cancer, right? That's why they're fucking, their head's been shaved and they're standing there going, hi, everybody, I've got cancer and I just want to speak out about it and just tell you about my journey. I'll tell you what they don't do is they don't go to Suno and make fucking a fake song and make fake photos of themselves and then tell you about their fake healing process. And this is the problem. This is it. This is what they want to feed us. They want to This is the shit, and this is like being fed into people's brains that this is okay. And I'm telling you, like, this leads into my journey as well too, because I got to take accountability. If I'm going to stand here and say that I every day try to be as real as possible, then I have to tell you the journey I've been on. You would have noticed over the last several months, I've done shows on AI, AI art, AI music, and you would have seen that my thumbnails over time started becoming a little bit AI because, of course, I want to find out stuff. I want to experience stuff. I want to listen, you can't have an opinion on something unless you fucking partake in it. I can't sit there and tell you that what DMT does to you from somebody else's fucking experience. Right? Mike Shane has just come in the fucking room, and I can't tell you about his experiences, right? Dealing with what he's dealing with and making music, because I'm not living it. I've not done it, right? You can't, you can try to do all that shit. So when it comes down to it, I was like, hey, look, I can make these little cartoon images of myself, right? And some of the thumbnails I can make a kind of like uncanny valley, not real kind of, look at this one. There you go. So, and it's going to save me a little bit. Look, that doesn't even look like me. Who the fuck is that person? I don't even know. Who is it? What was I thinking? And at the same time, I kidded myself, but there's a reason behind it, right? It was going to save me time. It was going to save me some time. And maybe I had some time to, I don't know, do something else than this, because this is a full-time job, like it or not. Now, people got upset about the cartoon images. And in the first instance, I've been using cartoon images from when I first started. And I showed you the process of how I used to make them and stuff. I kind of like little cartoon images of people. That's just my thing, right? Some people like to jerk off into beehives. I don't know. Everybody's got their thing. And, my little things like little cartoon characters, right? So I started to use AI in some of my images. And of course, people would point out to me, hey, you're a bit contradictive. You're saying you hate AI music, but you're using it in your art. And it's like, okay, yeah, but I am trying to be transparent, saying, hey, look, if something can help me save some fucking time, then I want to do it, because I want to have a fucking life outside of this. And I'd like to go and watch some of the bullshit movies Hollywood are making, like Spider-Man 52, the reboot of last week's reboot from the other reboot from the Marvel reboot. I'm missing out. Thomas Christ has joined us. We love you, Thomas Christ. Welcome. Good to see you. So I started doing these thumbnails, right? And backpedaling, how I said how over the last few weeks, it seemed like YouTube's been really strange and views are gone and all this kind of stuff. And it felt weird, right, on YouTube. And then I thought, hey, I'm going to go and, those statistics that YouTube give you? They give you the ability to look at your stats and see how many subscribers you've got. I don't look at that shit. I don't really care how many subscribers I've got, right? I care about how many people engage. Because it's just a number, and the higher they get, people attest to this. The higher they get, it's still the same people you're engaging with somehow. A lot of people just subscribe, and it becomes this habit of just subscribe. But there's some really interesting analytics that you can get from YouTube. And funnily enough, it seems all my views have been going down since the very day I started using AI thumbnails. And I don't know if that's just fluke, but it seems pretty fucking interesting if you ask me. That's a statistic I'm interested in knowing about. So let's go out and take a whole bunch of fucking stupid photos of how I used to do it, right? Got the green screen in the lounge room. Let's run out there and, I don't know, do this. Look at, there's millions of me now. Wee, oh, look at me doing the dumb faces. Yay, wee, I'm stupid. Look at my dumb faces. But you know what? It's real. And I'll tell you what. I've been monitoring only those statistics, right? Holy shit. It's made a fucking difference. It's made a massive difference. That's very interesting. Is it that subconsciously people actually want real? Is there going to be a revolt at some point? Is it such a thing that people fucking get turned off by seeing this stuff, that they Is there going to be a point where people they have enough? Like they always throughout history of time, there's a breaking point always for humanity, right? For society. There is a breaking point. People will go, you know what? No, he's orange. I just can't do it anymore, right? Whatever it is that is the thing that breaks the straw that breaks the camel's back, there normally is something like this. Yeah? I'm saying this right. Dave likes the cartoons. I like the cartoons too. But the thing is, there is going to be this point where people go, you know what? This is bullshit. What happened to, and we do have member berries all the time as well now. People go, oh, it's not like the good old days. Remember the good old days when you could take a woman and put her in the kitchen and chain her to it and punch her in the back of the head while Bing Crosby's playing at Christmas? Remember the good old days? So the people still have member berries and they will harp on this stuff, but people seem to act less on this stuff. And it seems, in my opinion, from my perusing my experience with the YouTube, that the videos, the thumbnails, I think they are important. And look, gurus. We all know the YouTube gurus who talk about thumbnails and stuff. You know the people who tell you they know the answer, how to get millions of views and how your channel can get really big. You know those guys who've actually never had a channel with any other content that's made it really big? Apart from those videos about telling you how to make it big. Does that make sense that we watch those? Does anybody watch those? I don't watch them anymore, right? And you feel good about it because you did it yourself. That's really important. It is, Thomas. Absolutely, right? Because there is, these gurus are out there, right? You've seen them. Hi, everybody. I'm going to tell you how to get 1 million subs. And you go, oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Your channel's got a lot of people that watch it. I'd like to see your other body of work, please, sir. Oh, there isn't one. This is it. Oh, so apparently out of everybody on YouTube, only you got the magic fucking answer. They called you specifically. Were like, hello, Mr. YouTube Guru. We're going to tell you how to get 1 million subs within a week. And you can start a YouTube channel and do it. Because there is no fucking answer, right? Because they don't tell you. That's the thing. It's all about you finding your niche, you finding your community, you being fucking real, right? Because, again, I'm all for this, robots over here, humans over here. Let's go. Let's bring on the war, right? But I'm not going to play a war where I'm actually trying to actually fight them. I'm just going to keep making music. I don't give a fuck. But I'm happy to have a funnel over here for all that entertainment, all the fucking clanker shit over there, and all the real shit here, because eventually the straw's going to break and people are going to go, I'm not satisfied with this shit. I'm actually not entertained. In the beginning, it was okay. They're always called Trevor. Trevor. I love Trevor. It's a great name. But look, it's always, people are going to get sick of this shit. They're going to get sick. How many times can you watch? Look, oh man, do you know what it's proving too? Can I talk about Sorrow for a minute? If you know anything about WWE, there used to be this wrestler called Chris Benoit. He was a really good wrestler. He's from Canada, French-Canadian, and he's a really good wrestler. And then one day they found out that him and his kids and his wife were dead in his house. And the WWE went live last night doing a tribute to him before actually finding out what happened. Well, it turned out he went bonkers and he shot his kids and killed them all, and then he shot himself in the head. And here's the WWE going, yay, this guy's awesome. Oops. Oh no, we better make a retraction. But since Sorrow 2 has come out, right, this video creation platform, everybody's making videos of him coming back from the dead to wrestle his wife and children. And it makes you think, are we savable at this point? Because here's the deal. Here's the rub. This is what I'm trying to get to through all of this noise that I'm throwing at you today. And Stu Cashmore, hello. It's not the AI. Right. The thing is, the AI, the fake stuff, the power to make it is being handed to us. Being handed to us and given to us for our broken brains to do what we're doing with it. It's us, isn't it? It's not us. I'll tell you who it is. It's this cunt. It's Lara Vale and her magical healing potion. It's these people, right? It's us. Because we are so lost, right? And the reality is that we're being told to fucking bury reality, be something else. It's okay. If you're not pleased with yourself, you can just hide behind this and be something else. It's okay. It's okay. You can sit on the internet and troll people and tell them they're fucking horrible people, and you can just ruin people's lives. You can gang up and goad people until they eventually themselves. It's all good because you know what? You can do it anonymously. You're all right. You can create these fake personas and you can get away with it. Now, people's brains, I'm not saying ours because I don't think mine's at that point, and hopefully yours isn't either, but brains are getting broken and people are just generating crazy shit. Like, what is in people's fucking heads to want to make this? Why are people making fake videos of one of the greatest disabled professors of all time being put in a WWE ring and thrown out of an aeroplane? Why are people making videos about Stephen Hawking getting hit by a truck? What is wrong? The reality is that I think as a content creator, you owe it to yourself to be real, to be authentic, to talk about the stuff that goes on, to talk about the bad times and the good times and what's like this. Like, this is why I started doing this, because I needed an outlet to kind of talk about how things are going on the channel and what's going on around me and what contributes to how I create content and why maybe my content's a bit shit this week. And because you've got to be in touch with, I've got no option. I can't hide behind anything. I can put up as many cartoon images of myself to cover that I feel ugly and all this stuff. But I still have to sit here every day and talk to you all. And you know what? We all still have to get on with all the shit that we have to do. We all still have to pay the bills, no matter what, no matter how many politicians tell us that groceries are going down, they're still going up, right? And see, this is the thing. I'm so sick of ranting about AI, and I've reached a very comfortable place getting back to the AI art and stuff. Because like, here's new technology is interesting, isn't it? Right? Because especially this one's very different than everything else. Like, I've heard people say in like the music communities, oh, but making AI music's just like using reverb on a. And you can say that to the cows come home, but like I said on last week's rant, reverb is a naturally occurring thing. Okay, it just is. But with like synthesizers and television and all the things that have been invented that have come into our lives, they cancel out another thing. Like video killed the radio star, but this thing's different, right? Because this thing is it's not real. That's the thing. it's making stuff that never happened, never was, and now is. And at the same time, people are going like, but I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory, but here's this thing that came from nothing. It's a song, and I like it. It's a very interesting technology. And again, and the way it's been presented to us is that it's a problem for us. You see, this is the very strange thing about it, right? With synthesis, when that came out, it was like, listen to how cool synthesis is. How how cool it sounds, but it's going to change the industry. And like, streaming television and all these things. But this thing is like, this thing's here and it could kill us. What a weird fucking new technology. This thing's here and it could kill you. It could fucking end our existence. And it's going to be bad and we're going to lose jobs. It's really bad. And we don't know how it works. We've got no idea how it works. That's the scariest thing of all. We don't know how it works. And so subscribe. That's what they're saying. Here's this thing. It's positioned as really fucked up. It's going to do all this really fucked up shit. You should get involved in it. Right? And don't even get me started on the reality of medicine. Right? Because if you think there's no cure for cancer, and like there's right now in the world, there's like labs of people going, one day we're going to find it. I swear, we just need more money. If you're actually that person, you probably should turn off. Just one day, just a few more dollars, and one day this test tube is going to fucking... That's not the case, right? They understand how to do these things, right? They how to fix it. But the medical system is all about keeping people sick to keep the... You know what I'm saying? This isn't conspiracy nonsense, right? That's just what it is. You keep people sick, you keep... It's the capitalism, right? It all leads to that. And the whole thing of like, oh, this technology is going to like help us cure cancer. Listen, cunt. It can't even find the facts of an article that I'm looking for. It fucking gets it wrong. I really don't think it's going to cure cancer, okay? And ultimately, here's the thing. I don't care what people, you can call me stupid for believing this. We're never going to make anything, right, that is smarter than us. It's just not possible. You can't do it. I'm sorry, but that's just the rules. You can put things in space. You can make James Webb's telescopes. You can do all these fucking shit, man. But we're never going to make anything that is smarter than us. It's just not going to happen. Exactly, MJ. That's the thing. This promise. Look, we all know this. We've all grown up with television and we've seen it. Remember when the news used to like tell you some news? And then at the end, you'd at least get 2 stories of the fluffy dog or the dog on the skateboard. And they'd go, everything's shit, but at least the dog rides a skateboard. You don't even get that anymore. But in amongst those stories, all the time you'd see these, in the next 5 years, cancer's going to be cured. And you'd go, really? Did you see that? 5 years? 5 years, you say? Well, fuck, we're in the 53rd year for me. And those 5 years of fucking, I'm still waiting, man. Of course, even if it's going to be suppressed. It just is what it is, right? And it's just not going to find these things. AI just finds patterns. And you know what patterns it finds really well? It finds patterns about us really well because it's finding patterns on our information, on who we are. And it's working out that the patterns it's realized is that we don't want to live in fucking reality, or that's the thing we're being told we don't want to live in. And again, physically impossible to live outside of reality. You can have your Player One movies of like, oh, we're all going to have headsets. We're all going to have headsets and we're all going to live in the virtual. None of this shit has fucking worked and it's not ever going to fucking work. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's not happening. It's a great gimmick. None of us are going to be walking around with these fucking helmets on going, I'm living in a fucking world. Second Life, IMVU, you can go back throughout history, all these attempts to put us in these virtual worlds. Let's try to forget Meta. Remember Meta? What an amazing experience Meta was. The metaverse. Nobody's there anymore. Nobody's in the fucking metaverse. Why would you be in the metaverse? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to take them off. That just is what it is. You are going to have to take off those glasses, and you're always going to have to come back to reality. And this is it. If you keep filling the Facebook feeds and the YouTube algorithms with AI slop generated stuff like Lara Vale, you know, the musician who doesn't exist, but she's got words of healing and she's going to help us all. Then you're not turning off the virtual world. Maybe we're already in a virtual world. See, this is another show completely pausing guitars. Are we just dirt under a fingernail? Well, it's not under my fingernails because I cleaned my fans this morning. Hi, Keith. Welcome. Been modding over at Helen's. This is our Sunday show here where I lose my ever-loving fucking mind for an hour talking on a crazy rant. We do this here. AI is just a walkie-talkie for the demonic realm, and humanity voice in to reset every too many years. Cancer is such a highly profitable business. Great. Hello, Mark's Noise, and hello, Keith. Hello, Wolfstone. Oh, I do get worn out on these shows. I do get worn out on these shows. It takes a lot to get angry and yell at clouds. You can't take the real crap into the metaverse, you know. Hey, but you know what you can meet in the metaverse, and I'll tell you the one thing you can meet in these alternate reality worlds. There's still assholes in there. Isn't that funny? How assholes still end up in these places as well. They don't tell you that on the advert, do they? It's like, come to the metaverse. I need some music. Come to the metaverse. Everything's amazing. And you can live and do this. And you can draw on boards. And you can be stand-up comedian. And there's still the guy in the audience who goes, you're a fucking loser. There's still going to be assholes in the fucking alternate reality world. As there are here. I tend to find there's more assholes in the alternate reality world than in the real world, because most people don't have the balls to say anything to your face in the real world, at least. Isn't that the truth? Because most people, if they did say something to you, they say the shit that they say to you in you know, fake non-reality internet and these places, you'd just fucking bop them, wouldn't you? Listen, look at my punch. It's so pathetic. There was so much more I had. Hang on, let me go back. There's something else I want to talk about in relation to this. Well, just heading back to like changing my thumbnails and stuff, right? I don't know if it really did have an effect, but I do believe that we're getting to, and that's the reason why I did this thumbnail today. See this thumbnail? I said to ChatGPT today, right? Because I'm not using AI for that kind of stuff anymore. But for this particular show, it made sense, right? To go, and my prompt was, create an image of a parkland with a lake and a sunset, but make it obnoxiously AI. Like really fucking AI. Like so obnoxiously AI. And that's what it gave me behind. And that's it, isn't it? It's like a really terrible fucking painting that the colors don't make sense. Is absolutely perfect. But, so getting back to using these tools and using all this fake shit, I finally, you can use it and get to a point of like, I actually know what I want to use it for. This is the thing, like, remember when Apple were a really good company? It wasn't long ago. Right? And they actually made products with a meaning, right? Remember that? And they'd say, here's this new iPhone, and we've got this new feature that does this for you. Instead of, oh, it has this, this, and this. They actually gave it a purpose. Like you identified with a feature has to have a benefit, right? And now Apple's lost their way with that shit. They just like they've become like Google, where they just throw features and go, "Look, it's got this, it's got this, it's got this, it's got this," and you're like, "Yeah, but what does any of that mean for me? What does that mean?" It's the same thing with AI and all these tools. They just go, "Hey, it's going to make everything amazing and it's going to be wicked," and it's like, yeah, but do you want me to just to use it on everything? And really everything? And like I tried that. I've done shows on making music with it and doing art and using it for my thumbnails. And I've realized there's only really one thing I use it for now, and that is when I type in stuff like, "Hey, get me some information," but get it from these places. I still have to tell it where to go, because if you don't, it's going to go to fucking Reddit. I don't know if you've been to Reddit lately, but you don't really want to be getting your information from there. It's pretty much just a place full of gang stalkers who are like, "Hey, remember that guy who was on the internet 10 years? Let's go and find him and his kids," and a whole bunch of crazy motherfuckers. Right? So now that's all I really use it for. I use it to try and do the stuff I don't want to, like the processing stuff that I can't be fucked doing. I need to write, like Helen came on the show. Got some of Helen's mods here. Helen came on the show last week for an interview, and I just don't want to go to her website and just copy paste her bio and put it in my description. That's lazy, right? So I was even lazier and went, "Hey, ChatGPT, here's Helen's website. Can you go and read all of her website and then put together a fresh new take on her bio?" And then when it gave it back to me, I was like, "Well, that's okay, but that's a start." And then I changed the rest of it myself, and then I thought I should have just done it all myself. Shouldn't I? Ultimately, we got 9 minutes left, but why? I don't want. I'm trying not to go down this AI path again. But the truth of the matter is, what I'm talking about today is reality's here to stay. That's it, right? You can touch it, feel it, taste it every single day. You experience pain, you experience pleasure, you experience the ups and downs. We're all living on this giant waveform that goes like this, and we're all just trying to get that waveform to go like this, so it's not as bumpy a ride. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we want from life, and we want to have all these experiences, and we're going to have good experiences and bad experiences and all this kind of stuff. And that's living. That's reality. And the reality is that sometimes things suck. And most of the time, and when you get to the age that many of us are at, you realize that a lot of those trials and tribulations and the things that you wish you didn't have to go through, actually, if you can get through them, turn out to be something that reshaped your life, and you could be in a better place. A lot of the time people do end up in a better place. Why? Because you're dealing with reality. You're actually confronting it head on, and you're being real. And, you know, this idea of talking about it and having like authenticity, this is why we don't need to fight against this shit, right? This is why there is no battle. This is just fucking content creators going, "You're going to have to we're going to be fighting to keep our jobs in music." This is nonsense. This is just fear tactics, right? There's already enough fear just in reality, because the reality is that that's going to do its thing. You're just going to keep doing your thing, and hopefully you keep getting better at the stuff you do because you love doing what you love doing. Not because you're scared of AI. Like if it takes AI music to make you want to make better music, maybe you're not really into making music. You should be making music for you. Fuck, who cares what that's doing over there? I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a shit. Reality's just going to keep going. The bills are going to keep getting paid, and hopefully things get better and things get worse. And then they get better, and then they get worse. And then hopefully you have some lived experience, and hopefully, maybe we can come together and fucking talk openly about this stuff and actually not cut each other down and love each other a little bit more, and, I don't know, head to a better place. Maybe this AI stuff, maybe all this fake bullshit is going to lead to the straw that's going to break the camel's back. Maybe. But I'll tell you how it's going to happen. It's up to us. It's up to you and me. And it's even up to those people who are just prompting and doing that stuff. They're going to get bored of it, really. There's no satisfaction. These are people like this who are like telling, I'm writing songs about healing and all this shit. They're not getting healed. Their life's still going to suck. There's no better a healing than actually living and being in the moment, being in the real world and being yourself and being 100% authentic, even if people hate you, right? And that's the way you're going to survive as an artist or as a creator, because that's what's going to make you stand out is just being who you are. And if somebody doesn't like it, that's a good thing. I'll tell you one thing, last thing to go on here today. Before I came out as trans back in 2003, I was so scared that I was going to lose all my friends. Because this is the thing, right? This is if you make a major change in your life, you do something like that, you're going to lose all your friends and you're going to be isolated. Nobody's going to like you. And a lot of people who have inner desires or things that they can't change within, and they're scared to let them out and talk about them because they're scared of what people are going to think and the reaction of the outside fucking world. Most of the time, when you actually finally come to that conclusion to express those and just not care and just say how you feel, the only people you lose end up being the cunts that you should be losing. Because eventually they were going to fuck off on you anyway and treat you like shit. Because if you come out and be your most authentic self and the people who are apparently your friends don't like it, then they were never your friends in the first place. Right? So if there are people in your life who think you being authentic and, you speak way too, you just tell it like it is and it's confronting. Cool. Fuck off. Guess what? There's a whole world out there for you now. There's Donald Trump. He's telling you everything's fucking this and it's not. There's fucking Suno. We're a whole bunch of people. There's Lara Vale. She's telling you about her healing that she's not even experiencing. There's Sorrow videos of people fucking like doing things that are physically impossible and not even fucking real. All that stuff is there. Go and enjoy it. But there will always be a market for authenticity because the reality is you can't escape being real. You can hide as much as you want, right? But eventually you'll get found out because that's the reality. All right, I'm out. I think I've talked a bunch of nonsense enough for today. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up here on the week. What have we got coming up shows-wise? I hope you enjoy these rants. I love doing them because, as I said, it does give me the chance just to, and it's like a palate cleanse for the start of the week for me, just to talk stuff. And trust me, like I don't say this to upset people and create negativity. I always try and finish and remember, like things aren't as bad as what they seem. Yeah, things can change like this very quickly. I've got a Christmas tree. Like, what the fuck is happening? Bah humbug. We got some cool shows coming up this week. Tomorrow, we're taking a look at this wonderful app by Cinematic Alpha, their brand new pack for Soundbox called Life and Love. And it's wicked. We got Pete Johns coming up straight after this, which I will dump you to immediately after this ends. There is also some other shows that are up. I can't remember. Oh, we're taking a look at Superimpose X this week. I've already covered this app, but I want to go over it again. And there's an interesting story behind it. Just follow me on it. And this week's interview will be up very soon. It is with Panda the Torture Clown. Let's go out with some of Panda the Torture Clown. Last week was Helen. This week is Panda the Torture Clown. Let's have a snippet of Panda the Torture Clown to end,
with that
today's
said,
show. See you later.
We got the mousetrap set, right? It's a little hairy.
green and blue and
So, since there's a mouse on the screen, let's get it, right?
holding tight to her father's way. In his nose and out his mouth, takes it north and brings it south. Green and blue and red, threading through his head. Green and blue and red, coming out instead. Green and blue and red.